Can you survive a year only eating berries in Don't Starve Together? In this video, my partner H is gonna try exactly that. Why play DST normally when you can torture yourself with extra rules? So here are the rules. He can only eat raw or cooked berries or fistful of gems. But there are rules for making that fistful of gem too. He cannot get any hunger benefits from it. Meaning that, for example, he cannot mix one berry with 3 ice and get a fistful of gems that gives 37.5 hunger, 3 health and 5 sanity. If he is using normal berries which give 12.5 hunger when cooked, he needs to make a recipe with 3 berries and 1 ice. Or if he is using juicy berries which gives 18.75 hunger when cooked, he can do 2 berries and 2 ices. This way he will always spend 37.5 hunger giving berries, and the only advantage will be teeny tiny sanity bonus. So since the rules are clear now, let's get to the video. Right out of the bat he chooses to play as Winona because that is his go-to character. In a few seconds he comes across his first berry bush. And it's a juicy berry, which means the game randomly decided to mock him and created a juicy berry world. But he moves on and creates a shovel and starts to collecting resources to plant around the base. And while we move on very optimistically, since he plays this live, a question from the chat changes the mood quite fast. Turns out, before planning this challenge, he never thought about the fact that berries stop growing in the winter. He needs to stop the berries from spoiling if he wants to have them for the 15 days of winter. So after some live brainstorming, we thought his only option was killing the bee queen before winter to get the bundling wrap. He finds the bee queen quickly and starts to setting up a camp somewhere close. He plants his twigs, berries and grasses, and then of course goes to get more berry bushes. He even finds some regular berries in caves, so he takes those as well. He turns a pig into a werepig and feeds it with light bulbs to collect tons of manure so he can fertilize all the things he planted immediately. Then, without losing any time, he starts to collecting stones since he will need them for catapults if he's gonna kill the bee queen. He also needs a lot of silks from spiders, so he gets those too. And finally, he collects some wood and starts fast producing generators, catapults and some lights for good measure. He packs all of these and carries them to the bee queen. He goes with 4 catapults for each generator so they wouldn't get drained too quickly. Before the fight, he goes back to fill his belly with some berries, but he makes the mistake of collecting them in daylight, which spawns a turkey in the camp that tries to gobble up the berries he grew.
No! No!
His screams are still in my ears. Anyway, after the crisis is averted, he goes and starts hammering the bee queen. He uses a total of 16 catapults, however he cannot fight himself a lot because he needs to keep the catapults charged. So he spends a lot of time running around and charging the generators. But eventually the bee queen gives up and falls to the ground. He immediately learns the bundling wrap and goes to collect some berries in the wild. He packs those and now he has food for winter. After that, winter goes pretty smoothly. He tries to kill the walrus in hope of getting a task for a walking cane. He doesn't get anything. He kills deer club so he can make an umbrella for spring and summer. And of course he collects more stones because he lost a lot of catapults. With that, winter goes down pretty easily and here comes to spring with hopes. But he realizes there is a new challenge approaching him, in the form of summer wildfires and his very flammable berry bushes. But this video got long enough already, so please tune in for part 2 where he goes through spring and summer. Hope you enjoyed this and learned a few things. I'll see you in the next one.